I help support families in the most tragic times of their lives while also supporting hospital staff.
From speaking to the family about donation and making that decision either to make their loved one a donor or already honor the decision that the donor has already made.
It starts with a referral from the hospital when a patient meets certain triggers. When we enter the hospital, we meet with the hospital staff just to get an update on where the patient is. We find out medical information about them.
Once a patient is determined brain death or a candidate for donation, we will meet with our families, our legal next of kin, and any support that they have.
We're in constant communications with the care team to know when it is the right moment to speak with the family about donation.
We want to make sure our care team, including the doctors and the nurses and the chaplains at the hospital, are included in this process, just to make sure the family feels supported. And we will give that education about how donation saves lives, how long it takes, and who we work with, who the family is going to see on site from Indiana Donor Network. We want to be upfront and able to tell our families we're working with what's going to happen, so nothing is a surprise for them.
And then at that point, if the family do want to donate, we have a clinical team that will come in and, I work hard to introduce and prepare hospital staff for their coming to the hospital.
We help the family start their grieving process in the hospital, but we also want to help them with some memory-making items.
Those little things mean everything to these families because they're the last memories that they can make with their family members.
We also give them a memory box, which has all kinds of grief support information that our aftercare service program provides with them, and a donation medal because their loved one is a hero. Every hero deserves a medal in their life-saving gifts.
It doesn't end at the hospital. Sometimes these families really become a part of our lives.
It's so nice to go to events held by Indiana Donor Network for donor families and see the families that we've worked with, how they have been able to overcome some of the darkest days, and hearing their stories about the recipients that they may or may not have interacted with, met with, wrote letters to is really exciting and warming to know that that keeps them going every day, that they made that decision for their loved one.
I could go from supporting a family in donation to talking to a family about organ donation, remaining at that hospital for the next 12 to 24 hours with them. It could mean that I'm taking a lot of new referrals at the same time. Someone has to be ready at a moment's notice, respond to their page within 5 minutes, get to the hospital within 1 hour to evaluate that patient. It's really about that family that you're helping.
The best part about this position is that you get to work with families on their darkest days but bring light at the end of the day by advocating for recipients that need life-saving transplants. It's an absolute honor to be in that position every day.
It's about being a part of something so much greater than you could ever explain. It's so much more than a job. It's a passion, and you eat, live, and breathe it every single day.